Hey bug hunters, welcome to the Testing Academy. My name is Pramod and welcome to the series of 30 days API testing. Right, this is the day 4 where we are learning the API testing in 30 days. Right, and today's topic is how HTTP works that we need to understand. Right, so I'm excited to share this knowledge. Let's get started. All right, guys. So this is the mind map that I have prepared for you to understand the HTTP. Right, HTTP is hypertext. Uh, Transfer protocol, but it's a big one. It's a big, very big concept, right? So let's divide it into a simple manner, right? The first one is how HTTP works, right? So if we talk about, right, HTTP is a protocol which allows you to fetching the resources, right? So what you can do is that you can, if you have any kind of a resource that you want to fetch from a particular server, that you can do it. For example, let me give you a very simple example. Whenever you want to access google.com, right? So you have a client that is your web browser, right? So you basically makes a request of index.html page of a google.com, which is basically hosted on a web server of a on a Google site, right? So basically you are requesting a resource, right? So whenever you, so though if so whatever the protocol that you're using is HTTP in that case, right? HTTP protocol allows you to fetch the resource from these servers, right? So it's a client server protocol. So basically we have a client, we have a server. Client can do a request and server can respond back. So what a client is requesting, it requesting certain kind of resource, right? Resource can be an image file, it can be HTML document, JavaScript file, or certain kind of API responses, right? It can be anything, right? So it's basically made for the foundation of any data exchange between the web, and it's a client using the client server technology, right? So this picture, it's very much explained in a very simple manner. So we have a web browser which basically we want to access it, right? So what you can do is that you can make a GET request of a CSS file, which is a CSS file, an image file, a PNG file, uh, right, a JPG file, or you can basically get a resource of a image file. So whenever you are going to YouTube, you want to access a particular video, a resource, right? That you can do it. So the protocol behind this to fetch the resources HTTP in a very simple manner, right? So the concept here is that there are two concepts. So client can make a request. So basically a message sent by client. Similarly, we have a response, which basically message sent by server, right? And it is an application layer basically that is sent over the TCP, which is a transfer control protocol. So we are going to explain in that case. So let me share more details. So basic aspects of HTTP. HTTP is very simple and it is generally designed to basically be very simple and human readable, right? Let me put up my marker. So what you can do is that you can extend you can extend the HTTP using HTTP2, which is basically more secure level, right? HTTP is a stateless but not sessionless. What do you mean by that is that basically, uh, if we talk about it's a stateless means there is no link between any two requests being uh, successfully carried out on the same connection. Basically, when have made a connection, I want this resource, and after that there is no state. Server doesn't know what was requested, and client can request a similar one or a different resource again by making a new connection in that case, right? So that is what a stateless mean, right? So let's come here. So how HTTP for let's understand HTTP flow. So this is an important concept, and if you are want to learn API testing, and this is one of the concept that can basically, if you are able to understand or grasp it clearly, then definitely you will become a better, or you can master the API testing in a better way. I believe that. Okay, so what exactly going on behind the HTTP? So clients wants to communicate with server. He wants to fetch certain resources, right? So resources can be image, a video file, an index page that they want, CSS file, JavaScript, or anything like this, right? So the step one is that we will open a TCP connection, which is transfer control protocol, right? And we are going to send a message, HTTP message. So client will gonna send a message to it. So how this message looks like? It looks like simply this. For example, right now we are accessing something. So it will be a HTTP method with what will be? So it will be a get method to get something. In the get method, we are going to mention the what are the protocol number, which is mainly 1.1, and if we are using secure, it is 2, right? And what is the host? Host is nothing but the address of the web server where it is hosted. We want to give the address and the other parameters. So other parameters in headers can include what is the language client can understand, what is a timeout, and different kinds of headers that we have, right? Now, server will basically accept this request and gives a response back. Okay, so he is giving that, okay, I am also using the HTTP 1.1 protocol, and 200 okay is your HTTP status code, which means everything works fine. I understand, and here is your thing that you have requested. It basically going to mention the date. Server is basically telling its own configuration that I am a server with Apache. This is the resources. The resource is currently modified here. This is the e tag, and there are certain parameters like we have a content text type. So basically, you want to access a particular text document, right? So here it is. So it is basically giving you that response. Now, browser, what will do is that browser will basically render that index page, right, in a simple manner. So that's how an HTTP works. So you make a request that I want developer.mozilla.com, I want some a index page from you. Web server will basically gives you a response with the document. Now this document will be rendered into your browser, right? So that's how HTTP works. This is the HTTP, typical HTTP flow, right? So let's understand that the previous thing, right? When we have made a request, so we are using a method which is called as get, right? So get was the method that we have used. Let me pull up my marker. So get was the method. We have different methods to communicate, and these are the important methods that we need to learn for the API testing, right? Most of the time, about 95% of your time, you will be doing automation with the HTTP, these HTTP methods. We have get, post, put, patch, options, delete, head, and there are like a couple of more traces and connect that you can look around, right? So get is to fetch the resources, right? And we're going to explain, I'm going to explain the other type of a HTTP methods in a next video, probably going to do in a couple of days after this. So method here is the get. The path, basically the version of the protocol is this. This is the path, basically means slash. I want to get the root directory. This is the host and this is the header. So these are the headers information, right? Similarly, what you have received in response, we have protocol, we have status code, and the further information the server which is telling us, like content type. I am giving you a text HTML, please render it. So browser will understand it and render your index page, right? I hope you have understand this thing. All right. So let's see a demo, especially, right? Let's go to right. So let me pull myself here, right? And let's do google.com, and I'm gonna open the. So what you can do is you can click on this icon, little bit icon, and click on this icon, click on more tools and developer tools, right? Okay, it's closed now. So this is the shortcut in Mac, which is Option, Command, and I, right? If you go to Network tab, right, and let's go to All Request, and let's do a refresh here, right? So if you see that first call, right, it's and go to headers. So we are basically making a request of to the host of HTTPS. The method we are using is get. The what we have get is that status code is 200, which means everything works fine. And this is the remote address, basically the IP of the server, and we have further headers, right? So if you want to see request, so this is the request typical look like. And let me make it little bit bigger. Here it is. All right, right. So this is the request looks like. We have a method get. This is the path, right? And these are bunch of headers that we want to add. So we have added. So browser has automatically added these headers along with it. That scheme should be HTTPS. The text we are accepting is only text and HTML, right? These are the cookies, different cookies and all. They are like furthermore headers, right? Related to it. Now, what is the response that a server has given? So server has given, okay, this is your response. These are like bunch of other headers options like the content. What is the content that it is giving you? It is the content that it's a text HTML, and this is the length of the content. And if you do preview, So this is typically the page they are basically giving you. It's index HTML that they are serving. Now, if you preview it, so that's what you are previewing here. So browser has rendered it beautifully in this case. That's all. So that's how HTTP works. We open a TCP connection, we make a GET request or to fetch a particular resource. Server sends you a request or a response. That response is getting rendered into the browser HTML. So that's how HTTP works. I hope you have liked this video, and I hope you are able to understand how HTTP works. I will recommend you to play around, to learn, to go to other resources like Mozilla or Mozilla resources to basically learn more about the HTTP, how it works, and share it in your blog. This is your day 4 task, right? I hope you're excited. Okay, so the couple of tools that I would recommend to install right now from day 4 is, the first one is Postman. If you're not interested that you want to install anything, you can go with Postwoman. There are a couple of modes like REST Ninja, REST Request Beam. So what you can do here is that these are the tool. For example, let me give you an example. So these are a tool. Basically, if we do google.com, these are tools that can help you to perform the different HTTP methods. So we are making a GET request to this URL and send. So this is very similar to putting the URL into your URL bar here, google.com, right? If I click send, try name proxy. Okay, so probably it's giving me some error. Let me give. All right, guys. So thank you. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.